Yeah, TikTok is back. Can you believe it? TikTok is back. There are so many people, oh my gosh, all over my For You page last night. It was so many people panicking. So many people were like acting like the world was over, like it was the end. And that is something I never ever want to feel. I didn't feel it last night, and I'm not gonna feel that because I don't put all my eggs in one basket. Right, so I'm coming to y'all. My nose is stopped up. I am COVID positive, but I still wanted to pop on and make a video because I'm dedicated. Now, you see how those people were freaking out on TikTok last night? Like, oh my gosh, that was crazy. I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. I am a millennial. I've been through MySpace, I've been through Facebook, like all the big things, and not once have I ever felt that way. Like, people were in a panic mode. Like, what is going on? This is so scary. Like, for people to idolize an app like that, like, who, I mean, yes, granted, people get money off of that app, right? I feel like a lot of it stems from people that doesn't really get the attention or support from family, or they're, that's just their outlet, that's their way, where they feel, important, special and all that good stuff. So I definitely can understand that, because apps do tend to bring out your better side. Apps do, it helps with self-development. So I definitely understand that. There's people that come on apps that, never spoke in front of a camera before or in front of an audience, and this is like their outlet, this is like their big thing. So I do understand that. But what I want everyone watching to know, and my clients that's watching, is this is what I coach y'all on. This is the reason I tell y'all not to put all your eggs in one basket. This is why when I start out, I say, look, we starting here. This is a milestone. Like, we're starting here. Did I say milestone? I meant stepping stone. Lord. This is a stepping stone. We're starting here, but we're going to gradually, get on different apps, do different things. We're going to have our hands in many different buckets, because if something happens, and it could have been YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if it would have been, reversed? It could have been YouTube versus TikTok. Still, you want to have something that is going to back you up, right? Because people are quitting their jobs. People are, literally living off of content creator paychecks or content creator apps. That's feeding their family, that's their habitat or whatever. But you also have to understand that things like this can happen, right? Yes, they reinstalled the app, they brought the app back, it's restored and all this good stuff, but it just goes to show you how many people were dependent on that specific app. And I just, like I said, as being a social media coach, I strive to make sure that, the people that's, booking with me and, working on game plans. Like, one of my clients just literally got monetized 2 weeks before TikTok, the ban or whatever happened. And she was freaking out. She was like, oh my God, I'm doing this. I said, no, you're still going to get monetized. We're still going to do this, but we're going to also, monetize on other platforms. So when that happened, she wasn't as stressed. And I pride myself in that, because, not a lot of social media coaches do that. You have to be determined to be on several different platforms. That's just what it is. If you're a content creator, you need to be expanding your horizons. There's people that were freaking out saying they didn't want to go back to Facebook, or they didn't want to go back to Instagram, or, all these other stuff, or all these other apps. But at the end of the day, you never know who's going to, recognize you. You have to go somewhere. And then when TikTok potentially was, right at that, before that night that I was about to get banned, a lot of people were going to like Red Note and all these different things. Y'all know damn well y'all know shit about Mandarin, but but they were going over there. Like, I was like, what is the hype about? Like, how are you going to another platform that you don't know shit about? Like, so I jumped over there to see what the hype was, because I'm a social media coach, so I want to know, what's going on, so I know what's trending, so that I can go back to my audience and deliver correctly. Went over there, y'all, I'm still stuck over there. I don't know how to get out. I don't know anything about Mandarin. The translator wasn't working, and for all I know, my soul is gone. And that's why I say you have to be very cautious when it comes to, solidifying yourself to just one specific app, or, one specific group of something. You have to think outside the box. You have to be smart like that. Is, you know what I'm saying? They opened it back, but how do we know that's a guarantee, right? What if they just opened it back? What if it was a glitch and everybody's running back over there, and it's given, that's life. for people, right? And we don't want to feel that way. We don't want to feel like one app is our life. Granted, I love TikTok. I've met so many interesting people on TikTok. I've made so much money on TikTok, and I'm very thankful for TikTok. But that's not life. That's not my life. That's not life for me. So I just wanted to, jump on, make a quick video to let y'all know that yes, it's back up. But what you need to be doing now on TikTok, this is like its critical stages because everybody's vulnerable right now. This is what you need to be doing. If you're not doing this, you're doing yourself a disservice. You have to be making sure you are connecting. You want to connect with the people that's following you. You want to get the people that's not following you out of your following list. You want to brand with them, lock in with them, do all the things you want to do. Have yourself another social media outlet where you can go to, if anything happens. And it helps also generate, revenue, right? Like, why do you want to just get revenue from one app? You got all these other apps out here. Make it make sense. So you want to make sure you're over there and you're branding yourself. Even on YouTube, I'm branding myself on TikTok. Like, you have to switch up. You can't just be stagnant. A lot of people are stagnant nowadays and they're blocking their blessings. And I had to learn that the hard way. When I first started out, I was like, I'm strictly doing YouTube. YouTube my passion. YouTube's my heart. But there was more apps coming, right? So I had to find a way to maneuver, like figure out what worked for me. I went over to TikTok and within 4 months, I was monetized, fully monetized, accepted into the Creator Rewards program, monetized on brand deals and all that good stuff. I had my 10,000 followers, and I built an organic audience. So like I said, you never know what levels you can reach, right? A lot of people say the sky is the limit. No, it's not. Go further. Don't stop. There's other things. Like, don't freak out when one app goes down. Y'all, I'm going to keep saying this. It was crazy. Granted, it built a community, right? Like, we literally built a whole community over there. And I give, TikTok that. But it was shocking to me, y'all. It was shocking. I say this to say, as always, if you're looking to get monetized on TikTok or YouTube and you want to go through the tips, tricks, and strategies that I coach my clients on, make sure you click the link tree in my bio and go to Visit Exquisite. That is my store. That's where you're going to find hooks, templates, brand templates. You're going to be able to book one-on-ones with me. You're going to be able to get TikTok promotions and all these other things that it's definitely beneficial to people that are starting out and trying to build a foundation. Like I said before, a lot of people, were kind of nervous when the app went down, and a portion of them was nervous because, a lot of people get on apps to play. They get on apps to play, to scroll, and, to, engage with others and all that good stuff, but they didn't set a brand for themselves. The reason people was freaking out is because they didn't have a brand to stand on. They didn't have a brand. They didn't have anything set in stone for themselves. And those of them that had brands, yes, they were probably freaking out because, yes, TikTok, they give them a pretty penny. But when it comes to actually having a brand, they knew that they could have monetized elsewhere. They could have monetized on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. They weren't worried about that. It was more so the people that didn't brand themselves. And now you have the time to do that. Don't take that for granted. Don't take them allowing us to get back on this app or to get on any apps for granted. It's 2025 and it's the beginning of the year. If you haven't started on a PR list, if you haven't started on your branded template emails being sent out to PR reps, then you're doing yourself a disservice. You're starting out your year wrong. That is the first thing I tell my clients. When it comes to January, that is when PR lists are normally opened up. You want to jump on it before you get put on a waiting list. Don't do it May and June when it's already booked up. I already have several that's coming in because I did it the end of December. Okay, so you want to be prepared, and you want a coach like me that's going to show you, talk you through it. We're going to have phone calls. We're going to, laugh and make money together. That's what you want. That's the end all be all. Don't want to just be on these apps playing around. You want to get money. Our end result should be making money, right? We want to quit our 9-to-5 because who want to clock in every day? Not I. I don't want to clock in every day. I know you don't want to clock in every day. I want to make my own schedule, and that is what I'm gradually doing. It's nothing like waking up, seeing your clients reach out to you, booking one-on-one.